What's up guys, this is Void of Just Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena Valor content, and I've done a recent video on the new support items, a short introduction and a short guide. What do they mean, what can they do, and if you want to see the video I put something here in the corner. It's in German but you can put on the subtitles. And after I've done this video I think it's time to showcase what they do on the battlefield. And therefore you are going to see Thane in this video. Yeah, it was quite impressive at the beginning of the game, and I think they done a really good job with the new support items and the new introduction and the new mechanics that they've done without questioning too much and adding some nice kind of choosing things. I don't know. My words are missing. It's just way too hot today. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, now is your chance to do so. Hit the subscribe button, put on the notification, and if you like the video, a thumbs up is highly appreciated. Let's start with the build. Alright guys, so let's check out the build. As you can see, I've chosen one of the new support items, and if you have just re-logged into the game, you will just find that all the other items are missing. So I've taken the Fire Gem as a warrior support because I want to do a little bit more damage on Thane because I think his normal attacks are just not doing enough damage. So I've taken the Fire Gem and I will use the barrier here to hand a shield out to my team. That was the idea. We get a boost on normal attacks, cooldown speed and movement speed, and a lot of passives. And if you want to know what all these passives do, just check out my German video and you will get to know more into detail what the new items are there for. We're taking the Gilded Greaves here for the unique passive resistance, saving us from crowd control effects. Taking the Aegis as well as a standard here. I've got the Mail of Pain and I've got Medallion of Troy for additional mage resistance support. And as you can see, we built Thane quite tanky on the items. Because we are using a marksman warrior build on him. I want to have a little bit more damage to be more helpful for my team. Therefore, I've taken 10 times Onslaught, 10 times Assassinate, and 10 times Skewer. A little bit controversial, but it worked for me, and that's all that I need. That's not the right thing. And enchantment-wise, we are going with the full support stack here, getting as much sustain as possible. Therefore, we have taken the Tower Blessing to get some additional resistance as long as we stand next to a tower. It doesn't matter if it's an enemy tower or your own. Tower is tower. We're taking Regrowth because it is fueling up our passive, giving us more health. And I'm taking the Explosive Shield for the shield as well as the explosive. And in the second tree, the Lockheim tree, we're taking Devour so that we get some life back after we kill or assist something, as well as some mana. And we're using Bone Cutter to get us an additional 10% of resistance, stacking up to 45% with the Gilded Greaves. That's the build, and as we're a tank, it works actually quite well. Let's see in the gameplay. So guys, as you can see from our team composition, not the typical team comp that you usually have. We are having we're having 3 tanks in total. We've got Zenial in the jungle. I'm the tank on the duo lane with the Telenas, and we have Roxy up at the solo lane. So quite a lot of health, quite a lot of armor here, and it should save us from most of the team fights, but we're gonna find out how well it worked. So I'm helping my Zenial here. I'm always giving a short leash, and as you can see on the map, there's already stuff going on at the middle / solo lane in between, and we are up against a pesky little Kha'Zix, really annoying with all of his skills, and I made use of my movement to go up and start a fight here with the Brunhilde. Not too much that I can do against D-Rock here, but I'm zoning, and that's the stuff that I wanted to do. Like, to zone the enemy can also be quite helpful if you just push them away from everything that happens. And I'm using my force here to get the Kriziks. Unfortunately, Telenaz is not following up from the right direction, but we are pressing with enormous forces on the enemy, and I'm getting some life regeneration here with my replenish. Don't know what Raz is doing here. Actually being super upfront, but we made good effort, and Brunhilde is kind of afraid to dive into tower range. We do have the support of some minions, and we're doing good chunks of damage to the enemy tower, so that the tower is almost broken. Using my abilities here to get into the Brunhilde range, and Raz is killing her with ease. So really nice play here at the beginning of the game. I'm killing Kriziks by accident. That wasn't my plan, but with the additional damage that I've chosen from the Arcana as well as the support item, it worked actually quite nice. Don't know what Telenaz was doing there. Like, that was kind of awkward. With a little bit more carefulness, she would not have died, but she was getting some tower shots. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just too warm for people right now. Brunhilde is pressing up against the tower. I'm calling her so that the Zenial can actually go into her, dealing some damage. And as you can see, we're doing good effort. Like, it's actually going quite well. Now I've taken the first upgrade of the support item, and I'm dealing enough damage for my team to get another kill. Like, it's going really crazy. So I've activated my shield item, the barrier, and the cool thing about the barrier is that all of your teammates now do get a shield. With the last support items, it was only the one with the lowest health points, but now they've changed the whole system, and now everyone gets a shield, and I think that is beautiful, because now you can shield your whole team and everyone gets a shield buff, which is actually quite nice, especially in team fights. And as you are the tank, you should be up front in the team fights a lot. There comes the butterfly. Again, we're dealing some really nice damage. Butterfly has to use her Arcana here, and again, I'm there to kill some stuff, but Irie is going in and doing some killing work here. Like, I think the Irie actually was really nice in the game. I don't know where the damage comes from. We're gonna see when we check the item build a little bit later, but yeah, that was actually quite surprising how much damage Irie can actually put out into the fight, because usually she is more of a support character to me. Being annoying, poking and stuff, that's what Iries do usually, but this Irie was really putting the damage to a new level. So I'm trying to zone here again, as you can see. Again, some damage from my ult, like the ult is actually working quite well. And we're pushing towards the tower because that's where you win games. Towers win you games. Not kills, not minutes spent, but tower damage. That's what you want to accomplish, and we're doing a really good job. But as I said, like, we've got a couple of tanks here, and therefore we are able to push down into the lane, getting some towers and pushing Butterfly away from the tower so that she is kind of vulnerable to our combined effort. And unfortunately, we are losing a tower because everyone is just grouping up mid, but it doesn't matter because we do get Brunhilde here, and she doesn't stand a single chance. That was a bloodbath here. I don't know if you guys know the German words. I switched my account for the videos on the elemental gems, so that was that. But even the combined shield approach does not help me to withstand all that damage from Dirac, from Kriziks, from Irie. Yeah, I think we could have played that a little bit better, but we didn't, and therefore we are about to Lose a little bit, but that doesn't matter. 12-8 is the score right now. We've got 2 towers. And I think that the new support item is just plain beautiful. It's working really nice. And 4 kills. My goodness, like I've got more kills than all the other players. Like not the other players, but I'm second best in terms of kills. And that was accomplished by just doing stuff and pressing buttons. So enemy double kill, like that's not supposed to happen. That should not happen. And Ivy is here again. Level 8 already. We need to pull back because it's way too dangerous with the Ivory around. Like she is doing a lot of damage. And especially that Raz. What is he doing? Sacrificing myself here a little bit in order to protect him. And he is supposed to go out, but he does not retreat, not move back in the best kind of way. And now Ivy scores another double kill. Like that's so stupid. I literally just got into the fight to save Raz, but he does not react to the flow of the game, and therefore we have both killed. Maybe we are all brain heaters. Maybe that's the problem of all this. I don't know. Thana's positioning is a little bit questionable. Standing there next to the wall. Not the safest space on Earth. But then Raz just follows his killing instinct, his killing potential, and gets Brunhilde here. And now we have to move back again on the Krizix. Raz is pushing him into the tower. Great job here. And I'm getting the Krizix with ease. The ult is dealing so much damage. Now I'm healing up. And we can't get her. Like she has 3 stacks of dashes, and therefore we can't get her. Like that fireball was a really nice idea, but we are not able to follow up on the Irie because she's just way too fast. 3 dashes. That's basically 3 flickers in a row. I'm glad that gold-wise Telenas is getting back into the game. Like she has the gold lead right now, and as you can see, with the new gem and the warrior runes or the warrior arcana, we are actually able to deal sufficient damage to the minion waves, because otherwise it's just painful. Like if you guys have ever played Thane and you're up against a minion wave, you need ages. You need ages to clear them. Your clearing speed is about terrible. That's how far it goes. So I'm trying to make an approach here. Not the best positioning for me right now. There's Roxy. I don't know what Roxy does here. And now Brunhilde is going in with her ult. I don't know, that's some kind of self-sacrificing here. I don't know if that was the plan, if she wanted to take some time out, if she wanted to retreat to base safely. I don't know what the idea was, but now we are in danger. And as you can see, the danger paid off quite well because the enemy just got us. But luckily, Telenas is about to get the tower. Now Ivory comes in, so that means that she's gonna have a bad time. Yeah, here you can see it. Did not put out sufficient damage, and now we need to actually defend our base. The game flow is so bad that now we need to get into that. 7-2 Raz. I don't know why Raz has so little gold. Like he's got the most kills, but then it seems that the kill gold ratio isn't the best. And it's, oh my goodness, it's just like taking ages. It's taken ages to get this awful person, and now she has the shield because of the ult. Like it's painful to watch for me after I've played the game. But Irie is so tanky and so deadly at the same time. Like really cool character. We've got 10 stacks now on our support item, and the important thing for you guys is that we are actually able to get our support item back every single time in the game. Like we can change it. If I would kind of realized that the shielding was not the best idea, but I need to take something to get rid of the crowd control, like the CC. I could now switch the item. That's how cool the new support items are. You can choose them while you are playing without spending new gold. Like, in the past, you had to kind of switch the item by the new kind of way into the item, but now you just press another button and then you are good to go with another support item. And I think that's making the life of a support hero even easier than it was before. So I hope that the support heroes are rising back into the game, back to the old beauty. Krizzix doesn't stand a chance here, like he's been caught. And now we take the Abyssal Dragon. Good call here. Oh, I've made the call. Doesn't matter, the call was good. Tower has been destroyed. I don't know where everyone was grouping up in the middle lane, because now we do have sufficient forces to get into this tower. But unfortunately my team does not see it, and they destroy another tower, which is good, but we could have taken one of the inner towers with no problem here, and I'm leading the killing spree to get the first tower in the inner circle. Really important accomplishment. Putting out some heal here. I can't even tell who to focus because there is everyone in the middle of the game. We get Irie, we get Krizzix. So that was nice, but now everyone is fairly low. We need to be careful about this right now. I don't know what Telenas is trying to do here. She can't take D-Rock because he's already been moving back to the respawn place. Unfortunately, we don't have waves pushed. Like, that's always a bad thing if you haven't waves pushed. Oh, he's using his ult. Okay, that's fine. They do get out alive here without any problem. And now it's basically a question of time. We need to take the Slayer and then basically we can just end the game, but it's gonna take a while, as you guys know from the length of the video. It's gonna be a struggle from now on, because now everyone is basically almost maxed. As I said, like the positioning of Telenas is actually quite questionable. I could have run up to her and tried to save her here, but I was rather focusing on the minion waves. I don't know if that was the best decision made, or if I should have run to help her. Krizzix here, Irie comes from the back, like really nice strategy. That was actually really nice. I pressed the shield button right now in order to save my team from the impact. I'm trying to get into Krizzix so that he can't use his support forces on his team or on my team, but he's just too fast. I'm a slow guy with a shield and an umbrella. There's no chance that I can catch up. Using the healing talent here. Kratos has fallen into the abyss. Didn't do that much damage, but now I need to be careful. I need to shield my team from the Irie. What I did. And my team is killed. Like the direct ult, that was really nice. Really effective. Zenial has to back up. Like there's no chance of him fighting another fight with his health being so low. And again, we are struggling to push the waves into the towers. They've got a pretty good wave clear, actually. With Brunhilde and her ult and D-Rock. And I need to get out here. Yeah. Actually, the shielding capacity isn't that great. Like, especially here, I do get only 2 bars, which is not that much for me. For the characters with lower health, it's actually quite fine. But of course, you're not shielding yourself into infinity, and that's a good thing. Like, otherwise it would just be too broken. We've got another Abyssal Dragon, like that's the third or fourth. Telenas is taken. The dark sphering thing. I should have gone for another item here, in hindsight. Should have taken a Shield of the Lost or something like that, or even the Frost Cape. Focusing a little bit about the D-Rock damage. And I can't reach out to her, being stuck in the wall. Good thing is she comes back and I do get her some health back because of my talent. But D-Rock is able to stop her, and I'm leading the approach here so that my team can actually damage the tower. And I'm just hoping that my plan works out fine. And as you can see, we are dealing damage to the tower. Second tower, Ivy comes in. And they do get the Irie, and they do get the tower. Okay, Irie is revived with the help of some items, which is fine, but Roxy is able to get out alive. Raz comes in, dealing some damage here, and we do get another tower, and that's the most important thing here. Pushing into the towers, getting towers, opening up new ways to approach the enemy. That's like the most important thing at this stage of the game. Because it's taken quite long, like 17 minutes, 18 minutes played right now. We need to finish quickly, because now everyone is maxed out, and Zenial, Roxy, and I, in combination, not dealing that much damage. Again, questionable positioning here from the Raz at this point. Using my ult here, and I'm trying to shove enemies away so that my team gets a clear on the enemies, but it did not work out the way I wanted it to. Only person surviving is Zenial, and Zenial is caught by the enemy team. Perfect from the Ivory. Well played, guys, well played. Like Bloodbath, 19 kills. Focusing entirely on damage. That's just about crazy. And the enemy is finishing. Difficult game, especially the ending is difficult. Difficult to work with, but I just wanted to show you the new item and a really good Irie. Irie was dominating the game. In total, here's the score. We did not beat ourselves too well here. That's that. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy the game.